no announcements to make about the curfew. The curfew provides police with a very easily enforceable rule. It means less people going and visiting friends, and accordingly it'll be in place for as long as it needs to be in place to get these numbers down and keep them down. It won't be there forever. It's there whilst ever it serves a really useful purpose, and that is to make sure that people are not out and about, and where it gets into this situation where Victoria Police have got to sit there and have interminable, lengthy discussions with people, having all sorts of manifestly incorrect, false statements about where they were going. You've either got a reason to be out or you don't, and the curfew just makes that much easier to enforce. It doesn't change the reasons for which you can leave your home, though. I think I've gone to this point at some length. The curfew does not change the reasons for which you can leave your home, and to the best of my analysis, the two things you might be unable to do is to go and exercise in the middle of the night or to go shopping in the middle of the night. And I apologise for any inconvenience that causes, but the benefit far outweighs that.
There's no health risk though if someone wanted to exercise in the middle of the night, right?
Well, that is not allowed. So that question doesn't really need answering.
Okay. Seeing as there's less community transmission as there was at the height of the second wave, when will you look at making masks an advice level rather than fining people for not wearing them?
I've been very clear on this. Masks are very important, and we won't be lightly changing those settings. It's a small impost, again, not necessarily the most pleasant experience, but in terms of the benefit that it gives you. If I might make just one example, you look at Sydney. They're currently chasing all manner of passengers from one taxi driver. Masks are very important, and that example gives you one example of that. That case gives you one example of that. But again, we won't be lightly changing those rules. They're very important. Very important, and despite some of the absolute nonsense, and that's all it is, about encroaching on people's civil liberties and human rights, wearing a mask is not too much to ask Victorians to do, and I'm so proud that they are. The nurse treating you in ICU will be wearing a mask, and it's not too much for you to do the same to not contribute to more people in hospital.